Nate is evaluating German Shepherd puppies for police dog school, and until he's back, welcome to the dark times. What's up, Brothaniel? Good to see you. Hope things are well. Have you been hearing about the East Coast? Some crazy things are going down. The Russians hacked us, and now there's no fuel. I mean, I'm not on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast, but you know, though the Russians hacked the East Coast, which is still America. We're all Americans, right? So anyway, yeah, don't go to the East Coast. Just for that reason. I mean, maybe there's some other reasons. I actually haven't been there personally, but right now there's no fuel, so you can't go anywhere. Anyway, do you want to jump into some news that's probably a lot less exciting than what I just told you about? We can do that, man. Thanks for sticking with it. Bees. After a routine grocery trip on a Sunday afternoon, a New Mexico man returned to his car to find thousands of bees in the back seat. Apparently, he left the windows open when he went into his routine short shopping grocery trip, and when he returned, there were bees. I don't think anyone really knows how or why the bees got in there. Is the fire department got called, and a firefighter who's actually off duty at the time, so kudos to him for coming in. He had experience as a beekeeper, so it took him, I think it was 2 hours, but he got those bees and he moved them out. I don't know how many times he got stung, or if he got stung at all. Haven't you heard about that? Like those bee suit things you wear, they don't actually prevent you from getting stung, they just make it better? At least that's what I heard. I'm not going to cite my sources, man, I don't remember. Anyway, you better believe it! Okay, next news story. Imaginary numbers are real. I'm just gonna let that sink in. And moving on. Now, we'll clarify. So, imaginary numbers are real, or at least that's what quantum mathematical physicists, something like that, are telling us. Because reasons in quantum states and quantum mechanics, Dr. Strange, imaginary numbers are real. There you go. You're welcome. School was a lie. I mean, that's not much of a surprise, but yeah, just imaginary numbers are real. They're not imaginary. Sit on that for a while. Did you know that beers have a lot of foam? They do. It's kind of like soda, you know, but extra frothy, lots of bubbles and stuff. And scientists were intrigued by bubbles, and so one scientist, I don't have his name. I'm sorry. I should have gotten his name. Oh, but there was a professor of chemical physics at the University of Reims-Champagne-Ardenne in France. Sorry that I don't have his name, but I have the university's name, which I think is probably far better. Anyway, he counted the bubbles in a half pint of beer and established that there are about 2 million bubbles in a half pint of beer, which is about twice as much as champagne, in case you cared. Yeah, a Japanese town has decided that the best way to spend their COVID relief fund was on a statue of a giant squid. A giant statue of a giant squid. A giant squid statue? It just says giant squid statue. I've seen the picture of this. It's the town of Noto, which is known for its squid fishing. They took their COVID relief money and established this 13-foot high, 29-foot long squid statue at the cost of $200,000. Now, you might be wondering right now, Nate, were there better things that this town could have spent that money on? No. The answer is no. That squid statue is going to live forever and inspire millions of people. I want to go see it. Let's move on down to Detroit. How's that sound? In Detroit, there are streets, and next to those streets are sidewalks, and where those streets meet the sidewalks, there are parking spaces. Sometimes they're handicap parking, but in Detroit, they are sneaky, and they do not clearly mark their handicap spaces. So there is a gentleman here, again, who I don't have a name, I'm sorry, but he owned a pizzeria in Detroit. He still owns, I'm assuming. This is very recent news. He owns a pizzeria in Detroit, and he got tired of all his customers who came in. They kept getting $150 fines for unknowingly parking in handicap zones. So, can you guess what he did? Can you guess? He took a bucket of blue paint and he painted the road made it very blue. Now it is impossible to not see that it is a handicap zone. Unless you just think, I'm in Detroit, where things are in Detroit, the ground's blue. I don't know why. In that case, maybe you just deserve a parking ticket. I don't know. It'd probably honestly be me. Who am I kidding? So anyway, yeah, you won't get a ticket if you park over there because you won't park there. Yeah. A Belgian farmer, now a Belgian is from Belgium. I know that doesn't make sense. I feel like it should be Belgiuminian or maybe Belgiuman, but it's not. It's a Belgian farmer accidentally made France smaller this last week. Yes, it happened. He was on his tractor and there was this big weird boulder thing that was always in his way for you obscuring the path that he liked to take his tractor on. And so he decided to move it. He moved it 7.5 feet. But apparently that was some sort of special ritualistic ancient boundary stone that defined the borders between Belgium and France in chaos. Now Belgium and France are at war. No, they're actually not. I think the authorities came and spoke with this farmer and explained that he could not move that rock, and it probably got moved back. But for a short time, France was smaller. But who's surprised? Take it back. New Hampshire. A couple in New Hampshire used 80 pounds of explosives in a gender reveal party. It was a girl, in case you were wondering, but yeah, basically everyone within like 800 miles knew that it was a girl. I think some people got arrested. It was tannerite, so it was legal explosive, but there's just, that's a lot of legal explosive, and that's a big burst of chalk powder, and my only regret was that I was not there to see it or to shoot it and watch it blow up. That'd be satisfying too. Maybe a little terrifying, because that, again, that's a lot of explosives, but that's all I got for you, man. Let's go to some things you'd be missing. Dodge Challengers.
Hey Nate, Cody here. Yeah, I shamelessly stole this footage directly from the Dodge YouTube channel. The reason being, I could not find any royalty-free Dodge Challenger videos that were of any quality. But I'm pretty sure I can just post this, or upload it, since it's not being monetized or anything like that, right? I sure hope so. I'm really hoping that I don't upload this video and then the whole thing just gets taken down by YouTube. But, you know, I'll fix it if that happens. But yeah, check out this wide-body Dodge oh, it's a Dodge Charger. Oh. Well, I lack the energy to try finding a different video. This is what you get, a Dodge Charger, Nate. You're welcome.
As always, hope you enjoyed that little bit of home. And now I have for you random facts about Russia. Moscow has more billionaires per capita than any other city in the world. Lots of billionaires in Moscow. Russians are taught not to smile in school. Why? I don't know. Man, that's hard. It's hard not to smile. Russia is home to the Hermitage, one of the largest and oldest museums in the world. If you spend 2 minutes looking at each exhibit, it would take you 6 years to see everything. It was founded by Catherine the Great in 1764 and features over 3 million exhibits. Go to the Hermitage today. St. Petersburg has 3 times as many bridges as Venice. Venice, you know, in Italy, that place. Maybe St. Petersburg just has 3 times as many rivers, or aqueducts, or canals, and so it's justified. Maybe not, I don't know. Do your research and you find out. Did you know that Tetris came from Russia and was founded, I'm not going to look, I think it was 1984? 1984. Yes, very proud, really proud. Russia's stray dogs can navigate the metro. It's common to see dogs hopping on and off at different train spots. Are they called trains when they're in metro? I don't know what else you'd call them. Subway? Eat fresh? Anyway, dogs by necessity of survival have learned that you get on one spot and conductor says, we are now at other place, and then dog gets off and they can ride. Yes, you're welcome. Really exciting. 60% of Russia is forest, and half of that is not inhabited. Lots of big open real estate in Russia if you are planning on moving anytime soon. The coldest inhabited town on Earth is in Russia, Oymyakon. Oymyakon? That, yeah. And let us conclude with the biggest fortress in the world is in Russia, the Kremlin. Yes, enthused. Let us go to the weather.
Snow.
Well, Nate, it's that time of the show. It's Lego building time. We're gonna make you something interesting out of Legos within 10 minutes for essential living and stuff. Let's go to it. Welcome back, Nate, to another 10-minute Lego useful essential Lego build thing. Here's our proof. 10 minutes. Can you guess what we're gonna build today? Well, here's the deal. Sometimes when you're in Antarctica, like you are, there's like viruses flying around with a deadly 1% kill rate. And you want to feel safer, so you need a face mask. But all you have is Legos. Let's build you one of those dang things out of Legos in 10 minutes. All right, here we go. It's not a very secure connection, but I don't have another thing as long as this one, so it'll have to do. Now, Nate, I'm not guaranteeing that this is going to be the most comfortable of face masks, but it will most likely cover the mouth and nose. Maybe the eyes, too. I don't know, this could be a multi-purpose thing. As much as I want to worry about color coordinating, I'm just not, man. Just don't. Nobody got time for that. Know what I'm saying? This is going to be FDA approved, something like that. Whatever company is in charge of making those authorizations. Hey, guess what I watched the other day? Black Panther. It's probably like the third time I've seen it. Poor Chadwick Boseman. That's some sad stuff. Miss that guy. Okay. Haven't decided if this is done yet. Here, let's make it extra secure and professional. Ain't no virus going through that. Some minor adjustments that need to take place. That's fine. Not super proud of this, but I also don't care. Know what I'm saying? All right. I know we got some time left, but we're gonna call it good. We're gonna call it early. Let's test out this face mask, man. So here's the new mask, man. Yeah, model list for you. It's kind of hard to see when it gets to this point, but it's also not very comfortable over the nose, but it does cover the nose and mouth, so I think it works, man. Build it. As always, Brothaniel, I hope you've been inspired by today's session. And to cap it off, we have a massively inspirational quote for your benefit. We have before us an ordeal of the most grievous kind. We have before us many, many long months of struggle and of suffering. You ask, what is our policy? I can say it is to wage war by sea, land, and air with all our might and with all the strength that God can give us. to wage war against a monstrous tyranny never surpassed in the dark, lamentable catalog of human crime. That is our policy. These are the dark times.